Hi, Simon of The Whole Thing. I'm really excited to share my insights of sales leadership as a sales manager with you. Leaders are not leaders if they don't have followers. Leadership is influence, not control. Control's management. So leadership is different from management. And if you work leadership into your management, your sales results will be hyper. They'll be significantly improved. So I'm very excited to share these 5 tips that have stood me in good stead. Tip number 1 is lead by example. So, ladies and gentlemen, you need to establish what's acceptable behaviour to you and what's not acceptable behaviour to you. Set the rules. Be clear about your philosophy of leadership. Your sales team are looking at you every single moment you're with them, and they will adopt similar behaviours to what you're demonstrating. If you're aggressive, you're bad-mannered, then you can bet your bottom dollar that they'll be aggressive and bad-mannered too. So tip number 1 is lead by example. Tip number 2 is allow them to see the bigger picture. Now if they see the bigger picture, which relates to your vision, whatever that might be, they can identify the importance of their individual tasks in their job to contributing to the bigger picture. It's just like the JFK story where he walked into the washroom. A janitor is busy in his work. JFK introduces himself and asks the janitor, "What are you doing?" And the janitor says, "I'm helping to get a man onto the moon." This is what just before Apollo reached the moon. JFK walked out into another area, went up to a chap just sweeping the floor and asked him, "How are you doing? What are you doing?" "Sir, I'm sweeping the floor." So clearly the janitor understands his contribution. He's seen the bigger picture. He understands the importance of keeping his washroom absolutely spotless, free to bacteria. Anyway, the point being, allowing your sales team to see the bigger picture will make them proud, will make them clear about the contribution of their tasks. This is very important. Next one up is enable others to act. So you, as a sales leader, must give your sales team the tools to the job. They've got nobody else to look to for support. It's very important that you're supportive of their needs and you demonstrate this duty of care in your leadership and sales management action. Tip number 3, enable others to act. Tip number 4 is look after your best salespeople. Your best salesperson is worth 2 or 3 of your worst. So look after your best salesperson. It's very, very important. Tip number 5 is deal with your worst salespeople. So as well as looking after your best, you must be assertive and rigorous in terms of your performance management. Look after your worst. Look after your best rather, and deal with your worst. Your worst will pull you down if you let them stay around. They'll pull the team down. Well, I hope you saw some interest in these top 5 tips. Lead by example. Enable others to see the bigger picture, number 2. Number 3, enable others to act. Be supportive. Yes, demonstrate this duty of care. Look after your best salespeople, number 4, and deal with your worst people. Leaders take the first step. They're not followers. They get followers. I wish you all the very best in your sales leadership action and your challenging role as a sales manager, and I look forward very much to the prospect of meeting you at some point in the future. Thank you very much.